Hey, this is Brian Jones. Welcome to another week of college football this week, presented by Nissan. You didn't expect a sudden storm, but you can expect to weather it with the 2016 Nissan Rogue's available intuitive all-wheel drive. And right now, expect big savings on Nissan's capable CUV lineup. Take on the everyday. Shop your local Nissan store. Choose Nissan.com today. All right, let's look back at some of the games a week ago. You know you got to start right there in Baton Rouge in the Bayou. Alabama undefeated, taking on their rivals LSU with 2 losses. LSU 3-0 under the new regime of Ed Orgeron, and it was all about the defense. I was in a state of phantasmagoria, folks. I love some good defense. You can have the 66-59 ball games. Give me this 0-0 heading into the fourth quarter, and that's when the true freshman Jalen Hurts took over. This guy is exciting as they come. They didn't invite him up to the Heisman festivities here in New York, but he won't win. I'll tell you he's going to win a little bit later. Also, congrats to Air Force, the Air Force Falcons. They lost 3 of their last 4, beat Fresno State. Then they head up here, up north of a little bit of New York City, and they take on Army. And the nation's 9th scoring defense did not look like it for the Cadets. It was all about Air Force and their defense, picking off Ahmad Bradshaw, running the rock. They did whatever they wanted. Great showing by Troy Calhoun. So congrats for the Falcons are in order because they win the Commander-in-Chief's trophy. And last but not least, Texas A&M. Bye, Felicia. How about those poor Aggies? Number 4 in the initial college football playoff, and they go and they ruin it on the road. 1 week of sitting there at number 4, they lose to Mississippi State 35-28. May lose their quarterback as well. We'll see if Trevor Knight can get back on the field and play with his hurt shoulder, but not a good look for the Aggies. All right, we look backwards. Let's look forward. Coming up this week, we got to start in the great Northwest. We got a good one for you. USC, a resurgent USC taking on the Washington Huskies. You think the playoff committee could get it right this week? Washington should be one of the top 4 teams this week, like they should have been a week ago. But let's start with USC. Sam Darnold, this quarterback has been outstanding. The freshman, since he was inserted in the lineup, has really elevated the play on the offensive side of the ball. He is something special, but even more special are the Washington Huskies. A fabulous season, put over 60 on Cal this past weekend. They are doing everything you need to do to be a team in the running for a chance at a national title. This will be a tough test, maybe their last tough test on the season. I like the Washington Huskies in this ball game. All right, let's move right along. We're going to go to the SEC East. Kentucky at Tennessee. That's where I said the Kentucky Wildcats. See, I've had to apologize to them because after they got trounced by Florida earlier this year, 45-7. I said they were the state of Kentucky's largest junior college. They played like that. But since then, they had won 5 out of 6 until they ran into Georgia this past weekend. And by the way, I picked Georgia to beat them, and they did exactly that. But this Kentucky team still in the running to win the East, as is Tennessee. That's right, Tennessee is too. They have 3 conference losses, but they have that head-to-head win over Florida. Florida's still sitting in the driver's seat, but some big games left. Tennessee, an excellent showing last week versus Tennessee Tech. You would expect that. Even with Jalen Hurd, their star running back said, I'm going to transfer. I like Tennessee at home, winning this ball game. Kentucky, it's been a good run, but it's over. You're going to lose back-to-back weeks. And last but not least, our Heisman favorite, let's just say he's going to be the Heisman winner. The dude is accounted for 45 total touchdowns. He had 7 last week versus Boston College. You know who I'm talking about, LaMarvelous. That's what my buddy Rick Neuheisel calls him over on CBS College Football Today show. LaMarvelous Jackson, he is just outstanding. I don't think Wake can do anything against this guy. Wake has had a pretty good season, 6-3, but you're taking on Lamar Jackson. You can't stop him. Also, Louisville has a pretty stellar defense that doesn't get talked about enough in my estimation. So Louisville wins that one. I'm going to go 3-0 this week, baby. You didn't expect me to go 2-1 last week, but I did. And you didn't expect a sudden storm, but you can expect to weather it with the 2016 Nissan Rogues, available intuitive all-wheel drive. And right now, expect big savings on Nissan's capable CUV lineup. Take on the everyday. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com today. That's it for this week's version of college football this week. We'll see you next week right here.